What? Are you kidding? I have to give you my soul?
After you've had your wishes, of course.
Yo, I had an entire video recorded and I'm going to redo it because something has come to my attention. Thank you to the Instagram direct messages. I get a whole lot of my information out of there and I would have never seen this if it weren't for you guys. I also have a couple of other people who have backed this up, and one of those people happens to be Wodapolooza themselves. Wodapolooza releases the fact that workouts 1, 4, and 5 are due September 28th at 7:59 p.m. Eastern time for video review if you are going to be qualifying to go and compete in Miami at the live competition. Now, look, it's Pool Boy says, bro, I told you they mistakenly posted this video like 4 hours early. So now people will post bullshit impossible times on workout number 6, knowing that they won't ask for workout number 6. Like, come on, y'all. You know you posted this photo accidentally and I have proof. I'm gonna ask him for that proof really quick. Hell yeah. He sent me a handful of these and I'm looking at him in real time like, dude, you're the man. My homie.
All right, this is a problem. Wodapolooza is asking for workouts 1, 4, and 5 as video submission videos. Why is this a problem, you ask? Well, they mistakenly, earlier on the day, around 11-ish a.m. West Coast time, so make it what, 2 o'clock Eastern time, accidentally posted video submissions for workouts 1, 4, and 5. It's a huge problem because people who saw that video or picture now were like, oh, they're not gonna ask for workout 6? I'm just gonna post a bunch of bullshit on my workout 6 score. And hence, if you look at the leaderboard, there's a lot of bullshit scores for workout 6. And here is proof that I'm right. So right here, I'm posting a conversation between a friend of mine and myself who commented on a video of me just making fun of the ridiculous deadlifts that are probably happening in workout 6. If you don't know, workout 6 for Wodapolooza, it was 30, 20, 10 of deadlifts and toes to bar. He replied back to my video making fun of people because the scores were just insane. And he says, if you note the time, it says 11:38 a.m. So he messaged me today, 11:38 a.m. saying, now that people can read the conversation, know that scores 1, 4, and 5 are being asked, they're gonna post a bullshit score for workout 6. And that's when I realized, wait, something's wrong. So I go back to the Instagram page and boop, yep, it's deleted. They deleted that post because it was mistakenly posted too late. Yeah, so then I went back on the Instagram page and the post was gone. And then that's when it clicked in my head. I was like, wow, they mistakenly posted too early the video submission videos that they want to see from athletes. So then people obviously saw that post. You would think they would do the smart thing and be like, ah, damn it, we fucked up. We should probably not ask for videos 1, 4, and 5. Maybe ask for videos 4, 6, and 2 or something, you know, change it up a little bit so fuckers don't go all crazy. But of course, there are some insane times on workout 6 because people saw that video. Just to put it in perspective, there's 120 total reps in that workout. And I'm pretty positive someone posted a time of 157, which is impossible.
All right, so that was by Mike Poolboy Olivas. And I can't put it any better than he did. It's fucking insane what's going on with the Wodapolooza qualifier. And in that he says, you think that they would ask for workout number 6, but they can't ask for workout number 6 because it appears as if the entire world doesn't know how to read instructions. Everyone's got that row time, and then everyone is also subtracting that row time from part 2 of that workout, and they shouldn't be. Wodapolooza has to look at workouts number 4 and 5. I guess the only workout that they don't need to look at is workout number 1. So if we're going to piggyback off of what Mike was saying right there, you want to look at workouts 4, 5, and 6, and that's it. And then everyone's gonna be happy. The reason that all of this is happening is because the world is freaking retarded. Nobody can read instructions, nobody knows what's going on, and everybody wants to cheat. What Mike is bringing up right here is that if you know that they're not going to be looking at a workout in particular, that being workout number 6, and the window is still open for you to change your scores, what's stopping you from taking time off? I'm gonna look at the freaking leaderboard really quick and see if I can find any that are super out of place. So, and right at the top of the men's leaderboard, we've got an athlete named Garrett Sager. I'd like to see this video, 2 minutes and 39 seconds to complete 60 deadlifts and 60 toes to bar. If I were to do a 1 minute AMRAP of unbroken toes to bar, you end up getting somewhere just shy of 40. So you figure maybe a minute and a half just to do toes to bar, and that means that he did 60 deadlifts in a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and say that there's no way in fuck that this guy who finished in 72nd finished at 239, and this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. I'm not calling you a cheater, I'm saying that you're guilty until proven innocent. On the women's side, the athlete that won that workout's name is Paula Martinez, 252, which is more understandable. However, the placing being 61 and that workout being her best far and away makes you start to question it. I don't think it's as bad as Garrett Sager, but the entire issue here is that now you got to go through the entire freaking leaderboard in order to see what's going on, and that's just because Wodapolooza is a mess. The mess started with something that I tried to reference in my original video. I'm actually kind of upset that I'm not pulling in that video because I come full circle. In CrossFit quarterfinals, workout number 3, there was wall balls and there were shuttle runs, and nobody knew how to count shuttle runs because the world is retarded. No one knows how to read instructions, and I can also put a lot of the blame on CrossFit for removing them from the open where we could have all learned them a little bit earlier in the season, fixing the issue later. Now, what ended up happening is CrossFit said there were erroneous scores. They ended up not doing anything, and everybody, including myself and a handful of elite athletes, were pissed off because there were athletes who had no right to be at the top of the leaderboard, but were at the top of the leaderboard because they did half of the repetitions. CrossFit knew about this and didn't do anything about it.
Is that what you think? You think?
Fast forward to Wodapolooza 2022 qualifier right now. There are a handful of athletes who were subtracting their rowing scores from workout number 5. It was a 2-part workout. So let's say you did it in 20 minutes and your first 4 minutes were spent on the rower. They would give themselves a score of 16. There are 2 scenarios here. Scenario number 1, the website was down, right? Wodapolooza is working off a competition corner, and it's a very understandable reality that the website went down and people couldn't put their scores in. But that's a glass half full type of thinking. The glass half empty type of thinking, which I believe has more evidence, is that Wodapolooza saw something similar happening to what happened to CrossFit workout number 3 in the quarterfinals, which is a whole lot of the people competing in its event didn't understand the rules. And rather than ignoring it, which is what CrossFit did, or penalizing everybody, which is what I thought CrossFit should have done, they reopened the leaderboard for 4 hours and they allowed all of these people to go ahead and fix their scores. And why do I think that that is what happened?
Is that what you think? You think?
Well, Wodapolooza, attached to the new window of opening for submissions of scores, the second page there says, this is how you do workout number 4. This is how you input workout number 5, you freaking idiots.
Idiot.
Why would they post that if it wasn't the reason in which they were reopening the leaderboard? Every single time that I can remember that there's been an issue with the leaderboard and it was the internet's fault, the web page's fault, they would have said that. But here, they're saying, here's how you do workout number 4 and here's how you do workout number 5. You idiots.
Idiot.
I'm under the assumption that they have paid somebody to run their Instagram page, all of their social media. And when these people do these things, they usually schedule their posts. I'm assuming they had scheduled the workouts number 1, 4, and 5 are the ones that we're going to be looking at post. And because they didn't unschedule or reschedule that, it got released at the time that it should have been able to be released originally. But because they moved that window back, everybody saw that early and gave them 3 to 4 additional hours to potentially change workout number 6. And that is what's being brought up here by the pool boy. The whole thing is fucked up. This is all paperwork.
What's happening? We have sort of a problem here. You apparently didn't put one of the new cover sheets on your TPS reports.
I'm sorry about that. I forgot.
Yeah. You see, we're putting the cover sheets on all TPS reports now. Did you see the memo about this?
This is just putting stuff onto the internet. This has nothing to do with the actual workouts being done. This is people inputting scores and the organization being Wodapolooza sifting through the workouts. That doesn't take into account that workout number 4 is one of the dumbest fucking workouts ever done. That being very similar to what Chase, Bill, and I talked about on the Get With It Programming podcast the other day. If you are going to put in a 1K row, wait, why am I saying if? You should never put in a 1K row on the internet. Never, ever.
Is that what you think? You think?
And why? Well, it's a worldwide competition, anybody can sign up, and I'm going to show you that it's not too big of a deal when you're looking at the elite and the RX divisions, because when you're at the elite and the RX divisions, everybody knows what it is. What it is. I want to go compete in Miami. Well, I know that I've got to have a good enough row time, but good enough where I can also finish part 2, which was an 18-minute AMRAP. And if you look at both the elite men and the elite women's scores, what you'll see is that the row times are all rather similar. They're anywhere from low 3s to 3:15 3:15-ish, and that's the men's side. And on the women's side, from 1st to 40th, they're as fast as 3:30 and as slow as 3:50. No one really got too screwed over on the elite side, but it's when you look at the intermediate side that everything starts to really shape up. On the men's intermediate side, in second place, Brian Rodriguez with a time of 2:58, which matches the exact time of the men's elite winner on that rowing workout. Brian Rodriguez's overall placing is 172. And I would have to say that the issue starts to come in on workout number 4 with the athlete that took 5th, 7th, 8th, and 8th. Those are times of 3 minutes and 3:04. These athletes had absolutely no vision of going to Wodapolooza in the intermediate division. They were only taking the top 20. These athletes ended up finishing in the 400 to 500 range. However, they saw a chance to go for gold. Go for gold! They wanted to win the workout. They finished at 3 minutes, 3:04. And what ends up happening here is that there's an athlete in 11th place, that being David Giampa, who finished 222nd workout number 4, but by all means had the ability to win this online qualifier. The athlete in 37th, Eric Balamis, 474 points and 258 of them came on workout number 4, would have qualified if it weren't for the fact that some people are selling their fucking souls on a 1K row.
What? Are you kidding? I have to give you my soul?
After you've had your wishes, of course.
But it's my soul. I can't give you my soul.
Have you ever seen your soul?
Of course, it's the thing that it floats around.
And then rolling around on the ground while everyone else needs to continue the workout. And I'm sure the same thing happened on the female side as well. Here we go. In 30th place, Vera Valdez, 384 points, 230 of which came on that row. Subtract 230 from 384, and you get 154 on 154 points. She would have won the intermediate division, but now she's not even going because of the fucking row that these idiots put into an online qualifier.
Idiot.
I think that I know CompTrain and, of course it's CompTrain who's programming these. There's a collective of individuals who had to put on this programming. And I don't know why people don't just hire Chase Ingram, Bill Grunler, and make every single workout everywhere ever, or at least have them be the final say and have them look at it so that they can say, don't put a 1K row at the beginning of this workout, you freaking idiots.
Idiot.
I'll be the one to say idiots. They won't say it, I'll do it. And that's a couple of examples in 2 divisions where it was extremely impactful. And if I really want to go back to the elite division, you can see that the men, Devin Brown and Mark Tabaka, who finished 1st and 2nd, also finished 314th and 177th on workout number 5. They had no intention of any longer going to compete in Miami, but they also had the ability to win a workout. And the same thing happened on the women's side. Madeline Brooker, who finished 321 on workout number 4, she won, finished 205th, didn't even finish workout number 5, along with the athlete in 3rd place, 327, finished 166th on workout number 5, also didn't finish. On the other end of the spectrum, I guess you could say, Andrew, shouldn't everybody be able to do everything if you want to be the fittest on earth? I would say yes. You should have the ability to row your ass off in your back pocket. You should have the fitness to be able to continue through the workout after having rowed your ass off. But does that excuse a handful of training heads, coaching heads, whoever wrote these freaking workouts from doing something so idiotic? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. The CrossFit Open for a decade plus, maybe 2012 to 2018 or 19. Every single year at the end of that 5 workouts, you could look at it and say, okay, I understand why all of these people are here. It was a well-rounded test over the course of these 5 weeks. And over the course of these 2 weeks, in a matter of 12 to 15 minutes, this video will end up being, I happen to come up with 2 huge issues. 2 huge issues, one of which being something we've never seen before, which is, hey, we're going to be looking at this workout. Everybody go ahead and change your scores because we're retarded. And the first issue being something that you could have already had learned through the CrossFit Open, which is that if you put in a 1 rep max lift and it isn't part of something bigger, it's going to skew the entire leaderboard. 15.1B, 17.2B.
To be or not to be.
21.4, just a whole bunch of examples where in theory it's cool. There are still going to be a handful of people that are going to take advantage of the situation, and they're always going to live with that hat on their shoulders saying, hey, remember when workout number 4 and I rode a 321 and I won against all of the elite people on the online qualifier? Or I rode a 258. I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not going to mention the fact that I finished 158th in the qualifier. I'm going to say I had the best 1K road time against all of the elite men. I don't really blame those guys or girls for doing that. I blame the people who are supposed to be the smartest coaching, workout writing, headspace people on the planet for putting these into motion. If you made it to Wodapolooza, good job. Have fun at the power output games. Andrew Hiller out.